all the magic is done at?
Man, look here, man. That's what I told him. I saw this couch so many goddamn time with the street element joint behind it right here.
Yeah. He got that motherfucker. They got that motherfucker looking good, man. I be looking at some of the, well, every time I see him on the videos and shit.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm finna do my thug this. I don't know what the topic is today, man. But between me and Blackwater, man, I know we can come up with something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it raw, keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna definitely shout it out. You know, so I'm gonna definitely shout you out, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, I told my nigga that you was a solid nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you done been down 24 years, and you know you got 60. You know what I'm saying? And just a nigga strong, man. Nigga dealing with that shit. That nigga don't complain, man. That nigga don't complain, bro. He was my celly for 5 years, bro. The nigga don't complain. I'm telling you, barely hear him complain. He might complain about a sports bet, because he done fucked up his ticket. But other than that right there, yeah, man. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jonathan Gaines, a.k.a. Bird, man. Yeah.
Hey, look.
And buy that book.
Man.
Buy that book. Buy the book.
I'm coming up on, it's 3 books, motherfucker. I'm finna do, you know, a compassion release go in, I'm waiting on my lawyer to send the course to send the PSI. You know, PSI so old, dog, it don't even come up no more, dog.
Correct.
It's so old on file, dog, it don't even come up no more. He had to order to get a paper copy, you know what I'm saying? So,
correct.
As soon as he do that, but shit gonna go in, and
you waiting on the stacking, right? You waiting on the stacking, right?
Yeah, I got the stacking, man. You know what I mean? I'm asking for we asking for time served on this shit. You know, a nigga been locked up. You know, so
what's going on with the stacking? What's going on with the stacking, bro?
What's going on?
I'm talking about what started the stacking, because people don't know what the stacking is.
The stacking started in actually in 1993, man, out of Texas. The Deal case, they allowed it to set new precedent, you know what I mean, because the law was never intended to, you know, be applied in that way. But in that case in 1993, what they allowed the courts to do is, like, when you got you got different gun charges and the same indictment. Say hypothetically you rob a bank one day, next month you rob another one, the week after you rob another one, or whatever, but you're not caught for it. Now, under the old law, when the gun law 924C was originally enacted, it was like, hey, man, all of that fall under one common scheme. You understand me? But now in 93, in that one case, they set new precedent saying it's not law enforcement's fault because you was able to elude the law for, you know, so long. So now they're saying each time you committed a crime, that and you get indicted for each one of those, and they find you guilty for one, that automatically enact the second and subsequent conviction clause, which allows them to hit you first, either 5 years, 7 years, or 10 years, depending on how you utilize the gun. If you brandished it or you fired it.
And how much? How much time did they give you, bro?
They gave me 32 years for that alone, but 60 years total. You know what I mean?
And how long?
You know.
And how long have you been in?
Right now, 23 and a half years, man.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, through my 21 year journey, I did the whole thing with him.
The federal murder charge case, man, you don't get but like 24 years. That's on average for that.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know that?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
But you know, I'm pushing for that right there.
And then tell them how racially motivated the stacking law is, versus how many black men is charged with that, versus how many whites is charged with that. Tell them that.
Well, it's kind of like the ratio is kind of like that stash house robbery thing. You know what I mean? They pick out, you know, black and brown guys to hit with the stacking law because, you know what I mean, if you white, now there is, in some occasions, like it is with the stash house robbery cases, some white people, they fall victim to it, you know. But more often than not, it's us. The overwhelming majority is black and brown people, you know what I mean, program communities. And they look for you to have a prior record most times, you know what I mean, so they can activate that clause. And essentially, when you don't cooperate, it's used as a tool when you don't cooperate. As long as you cooperate, you cool. you know what I mean, they really don't hit you with.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
So they use it as an extra tool for you to, you know what I mean, to motivate you to get the telling. That's all it's about, basically.
Correct.
Because if you don't, if you do, you know, the prosecutor cannot not even charge you with. You understand what I mean?
Well, yeah, at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, and I don't mean to cut you off, Bert, I just want to say this before we go any further. At the end of the day, this is my brother, man, you know, and he done